So can you just tell us how it feels to have won this award and tell us a bit about your film in a few sentences?
Well, it's exciting. It's very shocking and exciting and all that, yeah.
And Jamie, what does it mean to you to be here today? Why is it so important to nurture the next generation of talent, particularly from diverse backgrounds and from all across the country?
I don't think those opportunities existed more than 15 years ago, certainly not 30 years ago plus when I was that age. Just to give these kids an opportunity through a system like this that to create is really vital. And I feel like there's generations that were starved of that. And I went to a school where they didn't know what to do with you if you didn't want to be an accountant, a lawyer, or a doctor. And I didn't want to be any of those things. And so to have a setup like this where people are encouraging kids to create at a young age outside of school and within the school, it's only a good thing.
And looking back over your own career, I mean, obviously 50 Shades of Grey was just so global in its success. But maybe more recently, you've taken on more like indie projects, more kind of darker roles. Would you have any advice for other people coming up? What have been some of the highlights for you?
I don't know, it's all interesting a different way. I actually love to do an indie. I haven't done an indie film in years. I've been in very big studio stuff recently and Netflix and all sorts. So I'd like to do something smaller because I think you learn more on the independent stuff. I did a whole load of that 10 years ago. I went for a real run of doing a lot of independent films, and I think that's where you learn the most because the resources aren't as much as the studio stuff. So people work in a different way, I think, and they're more resourceful and that's more interesting. So you learn on every job and everything. So I'm just happy to have a career, to be honest with you.
And what's coming up next? I was eavesdropping there. You're saying you're producing a lot more, writing stuff yourself. What do you hope comes out next? What's on the horizon?
I'm shooting a big Netflix 7-parter at the moment called The Undertow, and then I'm doing a Big Apple show next year, and then I'm going to make the film that I co-wrote with my mate. We've just got directors on that, so I'm busy now to the end of next year, which is a lovely position to be in.
What is still on the bucket list? Is there a genre you haven't tried yet? An actor you haven't worked with, a director?
No, I don't think it's worth putting that stuff out there. I don't think it, I could privately say that or hope that manifests, but I try not to I've had some really exciting meetings recently with big people I admire and to work on stuff down the line, but I don't know. I think it's a bit dangerous putting that stuff out there, It's vital, to be honest with you. It's amazing, totally inspiring to see it happen. I watched 3 or 4 of them before I came here today, and then I saw glimpses of all the other ones, and they all have their own merit and their own voice. It's incredible, really. It's inspiring, and I sort of made a joke in there about my own kids. It made me want to get them to make some stuff, and not just do sort of rock makeup tutorials that they seem to do on their iPads a lot. So something a wee bit more inspiring than that. So no, it's incredible. Yeah, that's something I'm doing more and more now. I wrote a movie a few years ago now, but we've just got directors on board. We're looking to make it at the end of next year. Set up a production company now. We have a load of stuff on our slate that I'm producing. I've produced the last 3 things I've been in, so it's starting to happen a wee bit more that way, and I love it. Yeah. Last years ago, I would have loved an opportunity to create like that. Kids have the means to do that now. It's giving opportunities to communities and places that wouldn't get these opportunities normally, and that's huge because every voice needs heard, and I think if you tell your story, you put it out there, you'll realise it resonates with a whole race of people. So it's forward. They are the future of it. Where someone that had me an opportunity like this when I was a kid, I would have jumped at it. It wasn't happening when I was at school. Film awards. I think I went to the BAFTAs in 2007 for the first time.